Hello everybody, welcome to the official replay cast of this round of 16 clash game 2 between Jacek and his Orcs and Spartakus and his Lizardmen. Spartakus won the toss, chose to receive. Funnily enough, both of these coaches finished second in their group and beat the group winners they were matched against. Jacek is Polish, qualified through the Season 4 official playoffs. Spartakus is French and qualified from the Season 5 official playoffs. So there you go, both ladder boys. Interesting builds. The Orcs have tried to cram everything in with the leader thrower, so they've only got 2 rerolls plus the Apo, but they've got the troll and the and the rerolls, like essentially a third reroll, but not on defense. 4 guard, big uns like that. Don't like the tackle, but might do something. And Spartacus, very odd build. I do not like this build normally. He's benching the Chameleon Skink. I like that, 2 rerolls Apo. But what I don't like is he's only got 3 block. But he's got 2 guard and he's got a tackle. So both have got a dead... The tackle isn't dead for the Orcs, is it? They can tackle Skinks. The problem is getting this one tackler onto the Skinks is really difficult, right? So Spartacus has a completely dead skill and only has 3 block, which means it's really dicey, right? Only having 2 rerolls. I'm not a fan of the build, however, Spartacus has used it brilliantly, and but I think it's going to be more of a pain in these bash mirrors, right? If he ends up, rolling 3 dub skulls in a half, for example, or 1 in 9s, he's going to really have problems. Now he does tend to make 3 dice blocks whenever he can and stuff. And I think he has played very well, but it's a little bit dodgy. Only having 3 block. I wonder if Jacek will just get in his face straight away. It could be an idea, honestly. Like just troll blitz and then like base everything and just hope for reroll fails without block. It's not a terrible idea. And then try and work his tackle around the around the flanks or back. I love the troll blitz on this guy here. That's what I'm loving. Then the tackler can come through 3, 4, 5, 6, rush there. This blitzer could rush there and really attack the Skinks. That's what I would have been going for here. I would have 100% gone for that. 100% gone for troll blitz. And base everything else. Base everything else. Couple of blitzers through. Really got it. Because you're the underdog, right? Yeah, I think the Orcs are quite a big underdog, even though the first game was a 1-1 draw. So neither player won, that's why it's 0-0. A win for either party here will seal the victory of the tie. But yeah, I think I don't like just basing some, right? Like base this guy as well, base this guy as well, and then you can base 2 Skinks, and everything would have got very difficult for Spartacus. But instead he gets to reposition and the heat is off, no Skinks are based. Has to reroll this one, yep. Yeah, imagine how much harder it was if the tackle had based a Skink or 2. I think Jacek had to play very aggressively there. Hard to do. It's hard to do with Orcs, and it's hard to admit that it's the right thing to do with Orcs as well. Oh wow, 1D. Well, he's getting a lot of hits here, isn't he? I think this lineman should have just tagged out the Saurus, right? Really love tagging out Saurus here. Can just bang down all of these. Stun. A bit of a pickle here is Spartacus. Only got the Crocs free. Yeah, oh my god, like his line is destroyed, isn't it? Like I just don't like, something not being in, right? Like he's got 3 players that aren't in. We could have all been like basing stuff to make it a bit harder, but this, I mean, it's still very bad for Spartacus right now. But because Jacek isn't bringing the heat, he's able to somewhat stay in it. You're not really steadying the drive here, but you know, because these you can get Force Saurus knocked down again. You can even chain his troll into this hit as well, potentially. No, you can't get all of them knocked over. Oh yeah, maybe you can. Okay, hits the skink. Problem is if he commits the tackle, it's committed, right? That's why he doesn't want to commit it, because as soon as it goes in, he just runs away. So it's pretty tricky. That's okay. I think it might have been better in here or here. I kept the guards next to each other and then those two guards next to each other as well. So maybe there or there would have been better. But still pretty tricky for Spartacus. Really tricky, he's got 1 reroll and only 3 block. Yeah, so like if this guard was still in, I guess he could have blocked the guard there. And then 1 and 9's there, no block, costs him. Can this guy get there? Can this guy get... Oh, okay, well I don't think he should have hit straight away. Really don't like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, rush, rush. He could have filled this square in and blocked him and then chained this guy up, right? And then he could have hit the ball. I think that's what he had to do. Absolutely had to do that. Or chain the big one out, but like chain the big one out isn't as good because he hasn't got block, right? So chaining the big one forward doesn't look so good. But this big one punching him and chaining forward is incredible. Or like something else, this guy can punch him and chain there. There you go. That's the best way to fill it. He punches this guy, which chains him into there. Then he blocks him, which chains him forward. You could even maybe run somebody around and then block him another square forward. But yeah, I think he had to try and get that blitzer into range that turn. For sure. Hitting the ball here is really good, isn't it? Like, it's so good. Game winning, in fact. Potentially. The problem is, like, he's kind of lost the fight in the middle because he only knocked over like a couple last turn, and now he stood at 3. It's not going too actually. Oh, he's got to reroll this just random 1 in 9, right? Oh, troll stupids. Yeah, really like the hit on the ball there. But turn 5 for Spartacus. Block blitz. He's just going to run up this sideline now. Oh no, the other sideline. Okay. I guess skinks are fast, so... I guess he's going to rely on this Saurus hit? I mean, he could just not hit, I guess. Oh. There's a dodge. What a about now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now it's a double rush. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rush, rush, and he can rush him into a 2D as well. So 2D into 2D, but he's down to 1 reroll due to that blockless block. He might be able to run the front with a tackle, probably not though. No, he's not going for the ball hit. Man, I think Jacek has to be gone. Oh, and there's his reroll gone on another 1 in 9. I think he's overblocked a little bit, right? He's punched things in the centre with blockless blocks to kind of not do a lot. Oh, he wanted to knock him down so he had the tackle blitz. Yeah, that's fair, actually. That's fair. Okay. Okay, that's completely reasonable. But he could have done that hit and then, you know, if it works, hit the skink with tackle. If it doesn't work, run around the back. So yeah, he wouldn't have got the 2 into 2. But I think do that block and then if you get the power, hit with tackle. If you don't, run around the back. So now he comes back to this side, which is where I expected him to go last time. It's turn 6. So he's in a bit of a pickle. Gets a Kaz. That's lovely. Pull fails. 37.5 chance fails. And now suddenly the lizards are winning the fight. They're all standing up. Ends the turn with all the Saurus standing. And that makes it look pretty difficult for Jacek to do much apart from just blitzing a skink and basing the ball. He needs that tackle of back deep. That's for sure. Should have done that already with no rerolls. I don't like putting another player behind the ball, right? Because he's still, you know, going this way. He should have double rushed. As much as it sucks, it only has a 3+. But like going here, just doesn't do anything, right? It's still the same 3+ dodge. Blitzes him. Can he base the tackler? Nope. Still got this block. So he can take the push and then the other guy can reach the tackler, surely. Or I guess the skink can do it. Oh, he can just screen. He can just screen, doesn't it? No, okay, there we go. Yeah. Had to make that dodge. has to make sure he's in range. Yeah, I kind of hated this coming back. You just put another player. Like, it's not adding anything, right? He was already tagged from behind. Adding this second tag didn't change anything. So if he'd been holding this space, it would have been harder to get through there. If he'd been back with the tackler, he could have, you know, he could have been in front of the tackler, so he could have blocked him and stuff. He had to do something, and then he makes a blockless block, and that is it for Jacek. Well, it's a rush. It's not that. It's not it yet. And he makes a rush. So that was not easy for Spartakus at all. Very not easy. He started losing the fight hard to these guards, but eventually he made a Kaz and turned it around, got his drive done. So Jacek really just has to try and push this to a third game now, right? He can't win in normal time, he can only draw now. Has to just play for the draw and getting it to the third match. Yeah, but it's always small things. It's always small things, you know, like In my game, I had 2 squares of difference that could have made the difference. Who knows? Could vomit for the free chance, but I think you'd rather 3 dice with Mighty Blow. Fails. Can't foul because he's had a big uncast. No, maybe you can foul. It is a Saurus, so screw it. Yeah, fair enough. You got to get lucky, haven't you? And he doesn't get lucky, he rolls a double 1. I don't hate it. I really don't hate it. At least he's identified the fact that he's playing lizards. He's in a real tough spot. Even to get the draw here is hard. Whack the foul in on the Saurus. The problem is it's not bringing them down to 10 men, so it's a bit less good, right? He would have only been replacing a Saurus with a skink at best. So the payoff wasn't that huge. And the punishment was horrible because now he's on 10. So maybe it wasn't right to do that foul, but the idea was right. The idea was, oh no, I've got a high roll to win, which is completely reasonable to think. I support that decision a lot more than all of his blockless blocks that he was making, rather than trying to chain a guy to hit the ball and stuff. And like, he's got to make them, he's got to make the blockless blocks at some point, right? Because otherwise he just loses the fight. That's the weakness of this team, you've got loads of guard, but you haven't got block on your dudes, and you've got to keep punching with them. And Apo is not used. He'd already used the Apo on something I wasn't paying attention to. So, so that is a huge removal there, thanks to the troll. Mighty Blow Blitz. Love to see it. And now I've got the Crocs Mighty Blow Blitz. Going to base the ball as well if he gets the power, which he does. And just base everything because he's got more players. This is kind of like what I wanted to see from Jacek in the first half. This isn't easy, is it? This is not easy. Gonna have to 1D blitz it with a tackler, I guess. Gets the pow. And then he can't really make any other hits because Saurus are ridiculous. It's horrible, isn't it? Like Orcs, the like prototypical bash team just have to dodge away because they can't do anything against Saurus. Oh, chains the Crocs in. Love to see it. Oh, he 1 and 9s with a blockless guy. And then chains him in as well. Which gives him the 2D with the Crocs. Can only take the push. Pretty nice. 1D's the guard away. 2D's this lad. Oh my god, it's a massacre. Oh my god, it is a massacre. There's a Kaz. How bad does this feel as the Orcs, honestly? Like, this is I kind of think is somewhat typical of Orcs versus Lizards. Oh, so is that, to be fair. Like, it's just so oppressive, the wall of strength. Now he can he can 2D blitz block plus, yeah. And then 2D there and get something up, but it's really difficult. Like, it's so difficult constantly. It's constantly just so difficult. Oh, okay, yeah, he puts him in there and blocks with block. That's better. That's better than Dumb Jim. He's got something here, but you know, guess what? The Saurus are just going to slam in next turn. And the Crocs. Nope, the Crocs isn't. The Crocs, I guess, was just going to tag off the Tackler. Or like maybe both of them. I would have wanted to move this guy out of the way first, so the Crocs could have come up here. So I guess he was planning on. Okay, so it's the Saurus aren't slamming in. Maybe because of the stun. He's like using it as kind of a reset turn. And also with the confused Crocs. So maybe first action Croc, see what happens. And then that dictates how you play the rest of the turn. Pretty good. But the free movement is real nice. Really nice. This guy has to come up to assist the troll. No, he has to assist the troll. No, I think you have to move. I think you have to move, get the score, and hope you can hold on. I like this free movement that the Saurus gave you because you're not going to get it again. Is the problem that you face. Maybe should have done a wide back to the cage. The Crocs can blitz and base the ball, or he can just occupy two. Whereas if you'd wide based, he could have only based one. Or if you'd moved up further up, you would have got away from him. I mean, clearing the Crocs was pretty good. And now you've got the ball based by strength 4. Everything else double based by strength 4. Everything's occupied. And you're in a tough spot. Takes the board down. Oh, he's got block. I was going to say, that's a bit rowdy. But it was a block one. Skinks are quite good to base big uns because they're getting 2 diced anyway. And now with dodge, you know, the big uns haven't got block, so... Got to uphill the troll. Skulls it. Oof. Oh god. Ripperoni. Rip-a-roni. Lovely blitz here into a pack of Saurus. Would have got a million hits on him. And lovely scatters as well. Really lovely scatters as it turns out. And that is almost all she wrote. Don't activate the Crocs now, right? Just keep it on the tackler, that's perfect. Yeah, and same here, you don't need to do the block. I should have gone deeper. I don't know, I mean, he kind of does need the... He kind of did need the power there. 1, 2. He's far enough away. But he did need the power, otherwise he's a 4+ off. To 2D him, but... I like just going wide. Stops any shenanigans of this guy. And he fails, and now he's down here. No need to score, of course. You can just stand on the sideline. Sideline? Touchline. Crocs first. Good ordering, sensible stuff. Can even 3 dice this. Ah, right, the up before the sack. Yeah, oh yeah, yeah, I think he had to go deeper. Yeah, I think the Croc. It was just everything was wrong, right? They're not taking the space, not clearing the Crocs, not double square gap for the crux. It just everything conspired against Jacek there. Not horrible mistakes, you know, just not quite good as optimal as it could have been, and made the difference. A bit like my screen that didn't really do the job versus Andy, and now Jacek just ends the turn as he accepts his inevitable defeat. Rough draw for Jacek, honestly. I think it's a really strong racial matchup. Lizards into Orcs. Lizards into any bash team, including Necro, right? Necro have got the chance of dicing them with the claws, but if they don't, Lizards are miserable for every bash team. Absolutely miserable. So yeah, tough draw for Jacek. If he'd got, you know, some of the elves, maybe he could have beat them with like bash versus agility, but you know, really well played by Spartakus. Once again, he's very much impressing me this tournament. And Jacek goes into not Jacek doesn't. Oh my god, I said the wrong thing. Spartakus goes into the quarterfinals. There you go. I'll try to speak English. Spartakus goes into the quarterfinals, where he will face the winner of Andri versus Jerpils. So there you go. Congratulations to Spartakus. Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and stay fantastic.